Guys, one more time on the video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Thursday evening. I hope we're all alright. I hope we are all okay and the day has treated us as well as it possibly could have, to be honest. Obviously, if you've previously missed, I have uploaded twice today. Go back and check those videos out if you've missed them. It's always important to keep up to date on all sorts of transfers, ins and outs. As many people just all they care about is ins and not outs. They're just as important. In this video, though, we are talking a little bit about the game that happened behind closed doors today, so the Spurs winning of it. We're going to be talking about Federico Chiesa, an interesting report out from Italy, and obviously we have a here we go confirmed for a new signing in Yang. So plenty to get into. Just want to say that if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And I'm going to just talk about the new signing first of all, because it's a new signing. It's the thing that's most important. So for Fabrizio Romano, here we go confirmed. Send Heung-Min to Tottenham. Here we go. Deal completed for the 2006 born winger from Gangwon FC. First part of medical test already booked, and then he will sign a long-term deal at Spurs, as reported yesterday. He's expected to join Spurs from January 2025. So he's going back on loan to Gangwon FC for the rest of the year, basically. Will join us in the new year. And I know a lot of people are excited about this, which I think you're right to be. I think a lot of people are downbeat about this, which I do find a little bit odd. I get the idea that you want someone that's going to impact the first team. I do get that. But you can still be excited about this player as well as someone who's going to impact the first team down the road. You can still be upset about that, but be happy about this. So if you're downbeat about this, I do find it a bit odd, if I'm honest. Look, none of us sit here and watch this player week in, week out. Now, statistically wise and all the information that we have, he started his career very, very well. So long may that continue. Let's see what he's got in store. That's all I'm going to say about this. I just want to see what he has in store. And hopefully, you know what, maybe not this season, but maybe next season, there's another guy that we can bring through and develop into the first team. You know, we talk about Mikey Moore, we talk about Will Lancashire, Tyrese Hall, Ashley Phillips, Alfie Dorrington, you name it. We talk about them all. This is maybe another one that could come down the pipeline. Talking about Fede Chiesa, so Matthias Pog, who is quite an in-the-know Juve guy, and quite interesting, really. So he set out that Federico Chiesa, I better translate it first. Federico Chiesa has chosen the Premier League. First contacts are Juventus and Tottenham. So look, I talked about Chiesa really only a few hours ago, and I was talking about the quotes from Motta, and I'll bring them back up if I can find them whilst I'm talking. Where are they? Good Lord, he tweets some absolute nonsense, doesn't he? In a nice way. Basically, he was talking about Federico Chiesa, and the situation is here. Motta said, for now he's a Juventus player, then we will see. Obviously, still on the cards to be sold this summer. And I talked about in my previous video, if you haven't watched, I talked about Rafinha and Chiesa. Go back and watch that. The video's done very, very well. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't to it, because it's a bit more of an in-depth conversation. I would say it's in-depth, it's only a few minutes long, but it's definitely a conversation about the situation as we speak. And I said, look, we'll see on Chiesa, but, you know, they're talking about him leaving. Are they drumming up the interest maybe in him? Because maybe the market isn't as good as what they thought they were going to be with such a cheap deal. Are they trying to drum up a little bit of interest in him? Or is it a situation they are actually sifting through bids, and maybe Spurs have made an offer? Maybe Paratici has gone back to Juve and gone, it's your boy Fabio. I signed that guy. You don't want him. Let me sign him a second time. Let me be a bit wild with it, you know. And maybe that's the case, but we'll see. But I think Federico Chiesa does join the Premier League, because Roma, who were keen on him, are signing Matthias Sully from Juventus. Juventus are having a really good window, by the way. Just keep an eye on them, because Coop Miner's coming in potentially. Jean-Claire Todibo potentially going in there as well. Kefren Turam, Douglas Luiz, you know, just keep an eye on Juventus. They're starting to do things that Juventus used to do, and that was be competent in the transfer market because they believe in a manager. So there's that. Let's talk about the game today really quickly then. So if you weren't aware, the game today was against the Japanese under-20s, and it was an hour long due to the heat. So fair play. I wouldn't want to play in that heat. Mostly under 21s getting minutes from the Spurs squad, as he said in a different report. The suggestion that it finished 5-2 to Spurs, but he hasn't had a chance to double that up yet. So he's not exactly sure, but everyone seems to think it was a 5-2. Supposedly Will Lancashire got 2, Mikey Moore got 2, and Alejo Veliz also got the last one. Happy days. More and more minutes from our youngsters, which I don't think any one of us is going to complain about. We're playing a game in 2 days' time, so a few of those youngsters probably will feature again in a couple of days' time, but allowing mostly our first teamers to get more minutes, or they'll probably get about 60 minutes this time, and some of those youngsters are getting half an hour, 20 minutes because, well, they played only a few days ago, so we're not expecting them to play a lot of minutes. So happy days on that. This pre-season's gone quite well in terms of performances. We're seeing a lot of those youth step up, which, as much as people can be quite miserable about, I want this transfer, I want that transfer, I want us to sign Mbappe, prime Ronaldo, prime Pele. You can also be happy that the youth are stepping up. The youth are playing quite well. The Jed Spence revival is another topic that you can have in that. So far, I'm impressed with what I've seen out of that. Radu Dragujin is reported for pre-season training, but hasn't gone out on the tour yet. Obviously, I think he goes just the career part, but he is reported to Hotspur Way, which is quite nice. So, all in all, good stuff in there for you to enjoy. Obviously, at the end of the video, I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section down below. Your thoughts, feelings about the lads in the game today, that 5-2 win, the brace for Mikey, Will, and obviously the goal for Alejo. Obviously, your thoughts, feelings about the Chiesa news of contacts between Juventus and Spurs, as well as our new signing. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell notification for more. Better guys, in the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.